I'll be interviewing my brother Isaac. Here he is.
Yo.
And sorry I'm doing this while you're a little bit sick and tired.
It's okay.
But I want to ask you about, first, how would you describe yourself as a teen/tween growing up?
As a teen/tween, ooh, emotional, annoying, and not very chill. And I'm glad I grew out of that. And I feel like I had a very rebellious phase once I learned I could get girlfriends and all that. And yeah, I don't know. It took me. Yeah, I don't know. Not my proudest moments during my tweens and teens. I'm glad I am an adult now. But yeah.
That's cool. Well, how would you describe yourself now then?
A lot more well-rounded, a lot more chiller. Yeah, I don't know how to describe myself. I like to think of myself as a easygoing person who I love to talk to people. I just love to be around people. I'm just a people person, and I think that's just kind of what I learned about myself. I need to be surrounded by at least one person at all times. I don't know why, but I love it. I love people, and I would say I'm a people person.
What kinds of trouble or challenges were you getting into that caused conflict at home?
Ooh, for sure, defiance against authority, defiance against the parents. That was a big one from junior high to high school, and have a much better relationship with my parents now. But yeah, I would say that challenged my younger years for sure.
So, to get into specifics, what were some of the hardest moments dealing with our parents' reactions to the consequences of your actions?
For sure, just getting screamed at and not knowing how to handle situations like that. There was a funny memory where I remember Dad grounded me for not practice. I did really poorly in a basketball game, and then after the basketball game, we get home. He's like, "You're obviously not practicing. You were grounded. I'm taking your phone away. No video games. You need to practice basketball." And that's when I decided I am done with basketball, and it is not that serious. But that is like a pivotal moment when I realized I am not on the same level with the parents sometimes. But yeah.
So how did conflict with our parents affect the way you saw your role in the family as the oldest brother? And did it change as you got older?
I mean, it for sure changed. When I was a teenager, I did not take that role seriously. I thought I was very selfish in the way I went about just doing things, and I didn't think anyone was watching me or looking up to me. And yeah, but I totally knew the younger siblings, you guys were looking up at me, seeing what I was doing, and I'm kind of glad I did things because none of you guys got into as much trouble as I did, and I think you guys learned your lessons from just watching me. So yeah, I don't know. Does that answer your question?
No, yeah. So do you think being the older sibling shaped you more than you realized at the time?
Yeah, it definitely shaped me a lot. Yeah, and I didn't really realize it then, but I 100% now. I mean, Mom and Dad kept telling me, you're the oldest, you're the example, all this, and I just didn't really give a shit. But I totally do now, and I take that role a lot more seriously. But yeah, it definitely did.
What's the hardest part about being an older brother that people don't usually talk about?
Oh, being the trailblazer. If you don't really have luckily I had older cousins, and I'm really good at making friends, so I was able to make friends easily, and that was to my advantage because when I was little, I was a little rude to you. I was I didn't want to hang out with you as much. I didn't want you to be involved with my stuff because it was mine. But
what's the best part about being the oldest brother?
Oh yeah, best part? Ooh, yeah, I mean, best part's definitely testing things. Seeing what you can get away with. I've just always been a very curious person. So, I don't know, yeah, I mean, and who's to say I never got hand-me-downs, so that was kind of nice. I always kind of got what I wanted selfishly, so I felt a little bit coddled because I was also the first grandson on our Merrill side, so I was kind of like coddled and like looked at special by like a couple different people, but yeah, I can't lie, it was pretty good, pretty cool.
So if you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you say to yourself?
Oh man, dude, that's a tough one. That's a tough question. I would definitely. Oh, there's so many things I would tell myself. I would tell myself. I would remind myself who's the most important in your life, like for real, for real. Like, there are people I was hanging out with, spending most of my time with, that I just absolutely are not a part of my life whatsoever anymore. Maybe like they for sure helped me become who I am now, but I didn't realize who was important in my life, like my siblings, mom and dad, you know, aunts and uncles, grandma and grandpa. You know, there's just even like some close friends like I kind of pushed away at certain times in my life. So yeah, I would just tell myself to slow down and like really think about what's important and what you want. And it's kind of hard in that time because, you know, at the time what I want is, oh, I want to play video games, I just want to hang out with my girlfriend, blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I would just tell myself to calm down and try and really think about what's important. But yeah.
So final question, what do you hope that I learned from you growing up, personally?
How to not be a shithead. That's probably a big one. How to be a good person, not just to your family, but to your friends. And I don't know, that's just something I try to do with my friends all the time now and with my family. I want to be a better person for them, not just for myself. And I hope maybe you caught on with some stuff of like that, how important community is and the people around you. Yeah.
Sweet. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.